Good morning everyone. Okay, so we got a lot of decent movers so far in pre-market this morning. There is ATOS. You can see there's a range forming right here on ATOS, so I do like this little range it has, this channel it's kind of formed. So I'm watching ATOS. What's up, Troy? What's up, Marwan? There's CAPR popping up, testing that $2.95, $3 area. There is BONT, which is pushing up nicely as well. There is APOP, which is gapping up as well at 980 right now. High of after hours and pre-markets 1073. There's also WLL gapping up a little bit, gave up some of those gains, but it may be finding support at that $5 whole dollar, so watching that one. SENS pushing up right under $3, had a nice grind up on yesterday, and so gonna watch that one. XNET, watching this one, popped up over $7 in after hours and pre-market, so watching XNET. TRXC gapping up a little bit. Not my favorite one, but it's moving some in after hours nevertheless. We'll see if it can continue. It's had some decent volume the last few days. There is ALDX gapping up some in after hours as well. Popped over that 650 half dollar area. And then there's TENX. And so this one popped over. It's sitting over 50 cents now. Its high was at 51.50, and so we'll see if it can break that at the open. Yeah, Capper's on my list for sure. It's right under $3. I'm watching it right here. So really nice after hours and pre-market session so far. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and add my watch list to the chat so you can see everything I'm watching. Okay, so there's my watch list. Let me look up. I'm going to look up what kind of news CAPR had. Okay, so CAPR had good results, good 12-month results. So it's results from the HOPE-1 trial for muscular dystrophy to be presented at AHA late-breaking session. And so it's definitely good news for CAPR. So I'm going to be watching that one for sure, see if it has a little bit of momentum over $3. And so watching that one for sure. What's up, Jake? What's up, man? So yeah, guys, it appears I have my first hater in my YouTube channel. There's this guy that left, he said he left a comment on a video that's 2 years old from when I was trading on SureTrader, and he's like, this guy doesn't know how to trade. And I'm sitting there like, duh, that was 2 years ago. I didn't know how to trade, man. But, you know, I guess I'm always going to get haters. Everybody, any relatively popular YouTube channel is going to get haters. What's up, man? So watching BONT, ATOS, TENX, CAPR, SENS, XNET, ALDX, TRXC, APOP, TENX. So we got a decent amount of movers today. I definitely like the market today. A lot of good volume, decent volume. So hopefully that continues through the market day. Yeah, Troy and Mar. The way I see it, like people that do that, they're actually really insecure. Like I studied psychology for a while. Like people that do that are actually really insecure about themselves, and so it makes them feel better to kind of criticize others. And so, you know, I kind of feel bad for the guy because of that, just because he's got to feel bad about himself to go to a 2-year-old video and try to criticize me. And I'm sitting here laughing just because it's like I wasn't a good trader back then. You know, he was actually right. That was from 2 years ago on SureTrader. I was a horrible trader when I first started, like most new traders are. And so it's funny, he didn't take the time to actually look at my new videos, and he can't say I'm a bad trader now, because I mean, just on stream, the last 3 streams have all been profitable. I haven't had a losing trade in the last 3 streams, you know, and before that, like, you know, I've been going on pretty good green streaks, and so he can't say much about it now, but he was too dumb to actually look at the newest videos, and so I kind of feel bad for him. He's just insecure about himself, which most people who leave mean comments on YouTube videos, most of them, excuse me, most of them are insecure about themselves, and so it makes them feel better to criticize other people, you know. And so I just kind of feel bad for him. I'm not even mad at him, you know. What's up, LB? Good morning, Graham. What's up, y'all? Yeah, our day trading chat room hasn't had the biggest traffic lately. I think this live stream is kind of taking it over, and so while I'm kind of bummed out that the chat room hasn't had that much traffic, you know, it's understandable why, just because everybody's coming to this chat. And so hopefully we get some good plays this morning. There's a lot of decent volume. My favorite one is probably BONT and CAPR. ATOS formed this little channel here, so I'm going to be watching it in between 110 and 138. And so watching that one, watching TENX as well, see if it can push over this previous high at 51.55. And definitely watching CAPR over 3. See what happens. We should have a decent amount of volume this morning just from what I see so far in pre-market, and so a lot of decent gappers. Some mornings I have a lot of trouble finding 10 charts and 10 stocks to watch to put up on my my dual monitors. This morning I actually ran out of room, and I'm gonna have to put some stocks on my laptop Thinkorswim as well, just so I can watch all of them. And I included my watch list in the chat. I'll periodically put it back into the chat so you can see everything I'm watching. But watching APOP as well. It's gapping up nicely so far. SENS was on my watch list from yesterday. See if it can push 3. XNET gapping up over 7 now, sitting at 725. See if it can break that 730 pre-market high. TRXC. This one's been moving a lot lately. It's had a lot of volume these last few days, and so we'll see if it pushes up. It gapped up yesterday, but then washed out for, you know, most of the day, and so we'll see what it does today. It's not my favorite for sure. ALDX, it's sitting at 670 now, gapping up, high relative volume in after hours and pre-market, so we'll watch that one. And I think what's the other one I had? I'll have to go see. I know CAPR. I'll have to go check what other stock I had here. Okay, so like I said, a lot of decent movers. Right, Troy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Nerve? Good morning, man. Yeah, ATOS is halted, it looks like. I didn't even notice that. Good call, Jake. I didn't even see that. So yeah, you can look at the level 2. Looks halted. I'm gonna look up the news right now on Thinkorswim to see what's going on with it. It's halted, I think. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so let's see, ATOS, let's see why this thing is halted. Okay, so it's halted pending news. So they're waiting for a news, some type of news to come out for it, and that's ultimately why it's halted. We'll see what happens with it. It has this nice little channel so far and after hours in pre-market, so we will see. Capper's looking really good. CAPR flagging a few times, pushing up nicely. Kind of a slow grind up. Going to be watching that one. Yep. Pending news. We'll see what happens with ATOS. I made a little bit of money on it on stream yesterday. We'll see. I missed this big push. I only made $5 or $6, maybe $7. I can't remember. But I wrote it up from this push in the 80s. In the 80-cent area, and right afterwards, not right afterwards, but a few hours later, it made this huge push up to $1.50, and so I missed the boat with that one, but it's okay. It was a profitable trade. I can't complain too much, but definitely missed the boat with it. Watching CAPR, I would rather it kind of go sideways for a little bit and then have it push 3 at the open, but regardless, it looks really strong, really nice grind up. I don't want to see BONT give up any more of this big push it had in after hours. If you've watched any of my swing trading videos, one of my favorite swing trading strategies is when a stock has relatively low volume throughout most of the day, and then towards the end of the day in power hour it makes this big spike, and you can see it's gapping up, you know, over 10 cents right now. And so it's one of my favorite swing trading strategies. You can see why. It's done me fairly well just using this simple strategy and one other one, and so you can see why. You know, like I said, I like it to have low volume all throughout the day and then get a big push in volume right before the end of the day in power hour, and the volume picks up and you can see it gaps up afterwards. So that's why it's one of my favorite swing trading strategies. MGNX, let's check it out. Yeah, it's gapping up a lot. It doesn't have that much volume, and so I'm curious what the catalyst for this one is. Not bad volume for a more expensive stock, but it had the most volume here with 62,000 shares. Sitting right at 22 now. Let's look that one up. I'm going to look that one up as well, Marwan. Okay, so it's a global collaboration and licensing agreement for anti-PD monoclonal antibody. So good news for this bio stock. Interesting. Yep. Alright, so CAPR is testing that $3 here. It's flagging again in pre-market this morning, and so a lot of strength being showed here. About a 30% gap up, maybe a little bit less than a 30% gap up, maybe a 20%, 25% gap up. Let's see. And yeah, so I want TENX to hold over this $0.50 here. That's what I would definitely prefer it to do, is hold over this $0.50, so it can make that test for this previous high of yesterday at 51.55. So that's what I'm watching with this one. Let me see. CAPR, I'm just watching it over 3. I want to see it hold support. I would rather it, like I said, I would rather see APR wait to push 3 for the open and go sideways for a little bit so it can try 3 right at the open and I can get in the whole dollar break. And so we'll see what it does. But regardless, it's still showing strength, even it, you know, especially if it breaks 3, it shows a lot of strength. But I would just prefer it to wait until the open to give me that entry. BONT, watching that 77-cent pre-market high. Really nice gap up here. There is APOP. Nice little gap up as well. Not as much volume as some of the other ones, but big gap up nevertheless. It closed right under $8, reached a high of $10.73. So decent gap up. It's about $1.15 up right now from where it closed, and so going to be watching that one as well. Going to watch it over 10, see if it can break 10. Maybe have a little channel forming here. Watch it to see if it breaks that. Good morning, Sandra. Also watching TRXC. Although this one isn't my favorite one. It's had some decent volume these last few weeks, but you know, yesterday it gapped up, washed out for most of the day. On this day it made this big push for a washout long setup, but couldn't really hold over that open high. So it's had some good volume. It's been moving a decent amount, has a pretty big range, but we'll see what it does. Not my favorite one this morning for sure, but gonna watch it nevertheless. Also watching ALDX. It's gapping up some as well, up to $6.80. And so we'll see what this one will do. Hopefully it makes a, you know, hopefully it holds over this 660 level. Although it doesn't have the most volume, so it's going to be on my backlist, but going to watch it nevertheless. Like I said, my two favorite ones are CAPR and BONT. We'll see what they do. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat again, so if you're just now joining us, you can see the watch list. There's my watch list. I just added it into the chat. And if you're just now joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see me trade my small account live every weekday morning. I go over what's moving in pre-market to build a watch list, and then I trade my small account live at the open, guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like I said, and slap a like onto this stream if you want to help support us. We definitely appreciate it. But yeah, we got a decent amount of movers so far in the market this morning. I knew it would probably be a decent morning just because when I built my watch list last night, it was, you know, they had a decent amount of movers as well. And so overall, it's a good morning. Oh yeah, also watching SENS. This one was on my watch list from yesterday. Had a slow grind up on yesterday. It made a pretty big push. Up a little bit so far in after hours, about 10 or 9 cents. And so we'll see if it can test 3 at the open and see if it can pick up some. Good morning, Gutham. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, man. But good morning. And so yeah, we have some decent movers. I'm curious to when ATOS is going to resume. Let me see if I can find that in the news. ATOS. We'll see if it says here. Let's check out stock twits. I'm going to look at stock twits to see if it says anything about when it's going to resume for ATOS. because I do like this little channel it's formed here, and so we'll see. So it's a conference call. So we'll see. It's a conference call. Not sure when it's going to open up. Hopefully it opens at 9:30, but we will see. QTNT. Yeah, I have ALDX on there. Yeah, it's gapping up some. Not a ton of volume, but actually it doesn't, I mean, yeah, not a ton of volume. Little channel forming though. We'll watch that. MARA. Yeah, it has high relative volume in after hours and pre-market, but it's not pushing up that much, and the volume isn't that high, especially for a really cheap stock like this. Since people can buy more shares of a really cheap stock like this, I want to see the volume a little bit higher than just 10,000 shares or 8,000 shares in pre-market. But we'll see. It could always push, you know. Sometimes the ones that move the most at the open are the ones that only gap up a very small amount, and so we'll see. The APR is moving sideways like I wanted it to. We'll see if it holds it off, holds 3 off until the open. APOP breaking down under that channel. So I definitely don't want to see that. I want to see it hold this 950 area at least. If we can hold that 950, I mean, technically I might have just had this channel thing a little bit too high. I think 950 is a better spot to have it anyways. So we'll see. Watching BONT, looks to be holding well over 70 cents. A lot of support there. Gonna watch that. TENX dropped under that $0.50 area. Want to see the volume pick up some, push back up over it. Watching CAPR over 3. Like I said, I'd rather it just go sideways. Don't want to see it push up over that quite yet. Let's see. I'll try to see if I can find anything else that's moving that I might have missed. So let me know if you see anything that I don't have in my watch list. Let's see if I can find anything. Let's see, there's MTBC. I've heard some people talking about this. It's pushing up some. So MTBC, I'll put this on my laptop to watch. Let's see. ATRS is gapping down some. TYME is moving up a little bit, not a ton. QTNT, I think Troy called that one out. AKAM if you like the more expensive ones. IBN's moving a little bit, gapping up some. No volume though, very low volume. Well, let me see, that's the 5-minute. Yeah, still no volume. Well, I mean, not actually. It has volume, but it's very low. But it's moving a lot in after hours and pre-market, so IBN's one I could watch. A little bit more expensive one there. I do like this move on OSTK. It's a more expensive stock, but I do like this move. And so we'll see if we can hold. DGAZ, a little bit more expensive one as well, but pushing up a decent amount. BONT making that push up to 75 cents. So BONT having a little bit of a volume spike here. SAN has high relative volume for after hours, I think. Let me look back. I can't see. Well, not really. Very slow grind up. The float's probably huge on this stock. Watch PTIE again. If you were here yesterday or watched the market, PTIE ran big yesterday. And so we'll see if it breaks over $5. I mean, it's holding some of this big gain, but not as much as I would like it to. And so we'll see if it pushes over 5 tomorrow or this morning at the open. DELT gapping up a little bit so far in after hours over that 150 point. I kind of like that. So we'll see if it can break this 170 area. So I may watch DELT. We'll see if DELT can make that volume push. High relative volume in after hours and pre-market, so we'll see. Yeah, Levi, I like BONT. It's it and Capper are my two favorites. See, BONT's pushing 77 now for that pre-market high. Let's see if it breaks it here. Like I said, I'd prefer it not to. I'd prefer it to stay in this channel and then break this channel at the open to give me that that pre-market high break pattern. But we'll see. Also watching USEG. You know, it's not moving a ton in after hours and pre-market, but it did hold most of these gains, and so that's what I really like about it. It's got a lot of support here at this 124 area, so we'll see if it can hold over that and make a push for this 150 level. That's really what I'm watching with this one, and so we'll see what USEG does. So there goes BONT popping over that 77-cent level up to 80 cents now, so it's making a run. Yeah, be careful with this one though, guys. It was at 32 cents yesterday right before this push, and so now it's up to 80, and so it's a little extended. Be careful, but definitely showing some strength here. Up to 81 cents now. And so watching that one, I'm curious what's going to happen to ATOS after this conference call. You can see this nice channel formed here. But if it's good news, it'll most likely just push way up over this. And if it's bad news, it'll drop way below it. So since it's halted and it's a conference call, you know, this channel might not mean much, but we'll see. So BONT up to reached a high of just under 83 cents, up to just under 82 cents now. So we'll watch that one for sure. Yeah, Levi, we'll see. It's so overextended at this point, just because yesterday it was at 32 cents, and so it's up to 82 now. So a 60-cent gain, you know, so it's a 50-cent gain, and so it's already a huge push. We'll see though. I want to see it hold support over the 77-cent level now. So since it was previous resistance, I want to see the 77-cent area hold as support, and so I don't want it to see it drop under that. Watching XNET sitting right at $7 now. So we'll see what XNET does. ALDX making a little push in volume up to $7. We'll watch it over this 710 area here, where that high of Friday was. BONT up to 84 cents now. So big run on BONT. Yeah, you can see once it broke that previous resistance at 77 cents, it started to run. And so reached a high of just under 85 cents at 84.90, now 85 now. So a lot of volume coming up. You can see here in pre-market, a lot of volume. Big volume spike, big push. So a lot of movement on BONT. ALDX sitting right at 7 now. ATOS is still at that conference call, like I said, so we'll see. We'll see if it's good news. We'll see when this one resumes. It's pending news right now with the conference call, and so I'm gonna watch it. Up to 86 cents now, 85.90, and so big push on BONT. But yeah, you can see once it broke that pre-market high, it made this really big push up. So a lot of people watching that one now on BONT. Reached a high of 86 cents. So big push. ALDX, like I said, up to 7. I'm watching TRXC, although it's not my favorite. It's gapping up some, but it's been a little crazy these last few days. Definitely high volume for the most part these last weeks, but we'll see. There's a pullback on BONT. All right, guys, we got about 8 minutes. Hopefully we can all make some money today in the market. Still watching CAPR. Look for that $3 break at the open. APOP looks to be holding at that 950 level, so we'll see if it holds and this channel kind of continues. And watching TENX. See if we can push back up over that 50-cent level and test that 51.55 area for that high of yesterday break. We'll see. Also watching SENS. It's gapping up a little bit. High relative volume so far in after hours and pre-market. Sitting at 286 now. We'll see if it can make a break for 3. A lot of movement in after hours today in pre-market. MGNX as well. Big push up. PTIE, like I said earlier, pushing up a little bit. We'll see if it can test 5 at the open. Had this huge big push up, but it gave up most of that big push, and so we'll see if it can hold over this previous resistance level here at the 450s. And so watching it to see if it breaks 5. Big pullback on BONT back down to just under 81 cents. And HMNY is still dropping. This thing has been crazy this last few days. Look at the daily. See if it holds over this 1092 level. But huge drop. Gave up all of that big push. It was up to almost $40 a few weeks ago. Or a week and a half ago. Now it's down to 1240s. Or 1220s now. So. But yeah, my two favorites are BONT and CAPR. Although BONT might be a little bit overextended. CAPR not as much, so it's probably my #1 right now. But BONT is pushing up nicely as well. APOP is forming this little channel here. And LDX is testing that $7 area. Good morning, Kay. But if you're just now joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see me go over what's moving in pre-market and then trade my small account at the open every weekday morning. Hit a like on this video. Click that like button, guys, if you want to help support us. We really appreciate it. But yeah, we'll see what BONT can do right here if it holds over 80 cents. But really, I just want to see it hold over the 77-cent previous high. Since it was previous resistance, I want to see it hold as support now. CAPR has a nice little channel forming here as well. So I'm going to be watching CAPR for the break over 3. If it drops under this, I don't like it as much. And so we'll see. Alright guys, we got about 4 minutes. Alright, so just to review, I'm watching APOP, BONT, ALDX, CAPR, SENS, ATOS, TRXC, XNET, ATOS. Wait, I already said that one, I think. Yep, I did say that one. TENX. What else? We can't. Oh man, I didn't even check that. Thanks for letting me know, Blue. Oh, I can trade it. Wait, let me see. No, I can't. Man, I was excited for a second, but yep, you're right. No trading it on UStock. That's a bummer. Well, I'm gonna put USEG here instead, see if it runs. Or maybe maybe TENX. Or what was the more expensive one? Good morning, Oscar. Somebody called out the more expensive one. Let's see. It was Marwan with MGNX. Go ahead and put that one there. Just because it's had this huge push. We'll see. I know a lot of people are watching this one as well, so we'll see. Alright guys, 2 minutes. Good luck in the market today. Hopefully we can all make some money. Let me go ahead and get my screen ready. I know somebody was saying NSPR. NSPR. It broke over 50. I missed that one. Alright, so we have APOP. I can trade that one. BONT. NSPR. CAPR. Okay, so we got about 30 seconds. Good luck, guys. Hopefully we can all make some money. Yeah, Charles, I have a few videos. I have one on how to scan for stocks on Thinkorswim, and you know, I think I have one on how I build watch lists. I have one on StockTwits. I use StockTwits and Twitter a lot to find watch lists, and so, all right, guys, market open. Okay, so XNET's having a push. NSPR, watching BONT, CAPR. CAPR just dropped under that channel, so I don't like it as much now. We'll see if it rebounds for a possible washout long setup. Watching BONT. All right, no fill on BONT. Wow. That is super frustrating, and it's pushing up. We'll see if I can see. Now I missed my entry on it, and it's limited liquidity. See, that usually happens, but it's ridiculous. You know, this thing's pushing up huge. I would be up a decent amount already, but no fill on UStock, which is very frustrating. It's limited liquidity is ultimately why. And so, but miss my fill. Super frustrating. I'd be up $10 by now. Oh well, it was a solid trade idea, and so that's all that matters. But super frustrating. Man, I'd be up huge. I don't think there's anything more frustrating than that. Wow. And now it's limited and now it's no limited liquidity after it breaks over 1, and it may get rejected here. So super frustrating. Wait for a 1-minute pullback here. But that is super frustrating. Watching TRXC for this possible 1-minute washout long. Nice job, Black Monday. Yeah, I'm pretty frustrated with that one, honestly. I tried to get in at 88 cents. Went up to 110, be up 20 cents by now. So super frustrating. And it's limited liquidity again on UStock. And that's just ridiculous. There should be people trading this thing. SRAX, guys. SRAX is moving a lot. I'm just shocked BONT is limited liquidity right now. That makes no sense. There should be tons of people trading this. The volume is really high. I can't let it get me frustrated to where I force trades though, so still staying patient. Alright, so I'm in BONT with 50 shares. I don't necessarily like that pullback. We'll see if it makes a jump here. Struggling to get over that previous high. I might get out here soon. Wait a second. Go ahead and get out here. I don't like that. For a $4 loss. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten filled on that first push, but small loss. I was looking for that 1 minute pullback strategy and it just didn't push up like I wanted it to. And so that's ultimately why I exited. Looks like it was an okay exit. We'll see if it holds support at $1, but not looking as strong now. DRYS is pushing. Let's see if it holds. May get in DRYS here. Kind of missed my entry, so I'm debating not. See if it pulls back, gives us a little 1 minute pullback here. Still watching, trying to stay patient now. After after I missed that BONT trade. Super frustrating just because I tried to get in right here when it broke that pre-market high, and it would have been a great trade. I tried to get in with 100 shares, I think, and it would have been an awesome trade, but UStock, as it's notorious for. Okay, so XNET. We'll see if it makes another big push. If it pushes over. DRYS pulling back some. XNET needs to get some volume for me to really want to get in it, honestly. So we'll see. Pull back on DRYS. APOP having a little push. ATOS is still halted. So I wonder when that one's going to resume. Late fill on APOP. That's frustrating. I tried to get in with 20 shares at 10.27 and it was late. Got rejected right at that whole dollar. Definitely don't like that. Oof. Rough drop. Oof. Scary. Too scary for me. I'm out of this one. Let's see if it gives us a little bit more time to hold over 10, but way too scary for me. So a $3 loss on that one, but that one was too scary for me. Sheesh. That huge drop. It may have spooked me out, but that one was way too scary for me. So yeah, big washout on CAPR this morning. Couldn't break over 3. So I went from not having a losing trade in 2 days to having 2 losing trades this morning. So while the volume was good on the market this morning, I don't know how well I'm going to do today. Might take it slow for the rest of the day unless I see something I like. Uh, Gutham, when the stock's halted, you can look at the level 2, and it will usually only be one bid and one ask on the level 2 if it's halted. Watching DRYS here. TRXC had a little washout long setup too. Gonna watch it. PSTI struggling to get over that 208 point. Yeah, no problem, Gutham. DRYS creeping up to that high of the day. All right, so I'm in DRYS at 430. Let's see if DRYS can try that 450 level. PSTI finally up to that 208 level. DRYS up to 433. Up to 434. $430. I'm gonna go ahead and get out if it breaks under 430. Yeah, I'm out. 250 loss. Small losses. I'm cutting my losses quick, but yeah. Don't know how today's working out for me. XNET. Kind of a slow grind up, watching it over this 730 level. So far I'm down $9, I think, on the day. A lot of fake outs. I'm just bummed out. That BONT trade, I would have been up over 10, and so definitely frustrating, but oh well. Watching XNET here. This pre-market high is right at 730. There it goes. Might get in with like 20 or 30 shares. Try to hold this one. $30 shares. We'll see if it pushes here. Spread's big on XNET. Don't like it as much. I just want to see it hold over the 730 level. That's ultimately the point I'm watching in it. And there goes DRYS. A lot of fake outs this morning. DRYS up to 438. Yeah, I should have just held through that pullback, but oh well. PSTI struggling to get over that 208 point. QTNT blue. Oh, QTNT is pushing up nice. I missed that one. Alright, so if XNet can't get over it here, I'm just going to go ahead and exit. Big drop on QTNT. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of XNET here for a $2 or $3 loss. I'm cutting my losses fast. Looks like I got out right at the right time. Down about $11. Today is not my day, guys. I went from having 3 or 4 green days in a row to having 3 or 4 losing trades in a row. And so, not a great day for me. A lot of fake outs in the market today. Watching GNMX. We'll see if that one pushes. Watching SRRA pushing over 2. PSTI finally broke over that point. So PSTI struggled to get over 208. It finally got up to 209 now, but it's not moving barely at all. Must be a larger float stock is what I'm guessing. There goes XNET. And there it goes. Wow. And it would have been a profitable trade. All I can do is really laugh about it, I guess. Up to 760. Not going to chase it. PSTI up to 210. We'll see if it starts to run here, but the float's pretty big, I'm assuming, on PSTI. So if ATOS is resuming at 10, let's watch it. So ROKA had this big monster push and was halted, guys. I missed that one completely. I didn't even hear about that one. Yeah, Charles, I'm not. I gotta stay patient here, you know. I'm down $11 on the day. And that's one of the biggest things I do wrong. Like when I'm having a green day, it goes well, and I usually can have a few profitable trades. When I'm having a bad day, I end up over trading. Not necessarily chasing, just over trading, you know. Granted, there were a lot of fake outs today, and so, you know, DRYS faked out. XNET faked me out right before it made that push. Let's see if there's a few other ones that did it. What was my other one? DRYS, BONT faked out that dollar break. And at that point, I was just frustrated because my first trade would have been a profitable trade, but I didn't get filled on UStock. And so, yeah, I'm chasing for sure today. But it's okay. Bad days are going to happen, and I'm green enough over the last few months that a $10 loss on the day isn't going to affect me too much. Charles, no, usually I trade every day. So I'm waiting for ATOS to resume. 49 on BONT, Ali. That's rough, man. Don't worry about it. We'll bounce back. I use such small sizing that, you know, it doesn't really affect me too much. Like, I've had 3 or 4 losing trades, but I'm only down like $10 or $11. And so it's okay. And it's funny, too. I was thinking today, like, man, I've had 3 days. If you watched the stream the last 3 days, you'll see I've been up the last 3 days on stream, and then it all kind of comes back today. I go from being up 3 days in a row on stream, so you can't say I was lying about the green days, to having 3 or 4 losing trades in a row today. And so on days like this, I probably shouldn't be trading. There's been a lot of fake outs, like I said, and so tough day to trade, but it looked like a great day in the market, in pre-market this morning. And it would have been. I tried to get in BONT at 88 cents. It eventually pushed up to 112 or something like that. And so I would have been up $20 on the day. But, you know, UStock, you know, didn't want that. So Roka is resumed. Very risky to get in this thing here, though. So I'm still waiting for ATOS to resume. Big pullback on ROKA. So yeah, now I'm just waiting for a good setup. If I trade again today, I don't know. It's been a rough day so far. Yeah, that's how I feel, Troy. I mean, I'm down $11 on the day, but I'm still up a pretty decent amount on the last month. And so, especially considering the small share size I use. And so it's okay. Losses are going to happen, and any trader, streamer, guru, or whatever that never has losses is lying to you. And so it's going to happen eventually, you know. ROKA kind of having a 1 minute pullback here. We'll see what it does. I'm still waiting for ATOS to resume. So Roka was halted after good news. We'll see here. This could be a fake out on ROKA, but yep. There goes the drop. It had good news, so we'll see if it continues for the rest of the day. But kind of an easy to spot fake out there. TRXC trying to push up and test that previous high at 340. Got to look at TRXC over this 344 level. ATOS is about to open, apparently. So TRXC pushing over that previous high at 340. We'll see if it continues. Try to clear this up a little bit. So TRXC pushing up to that 342 level. That pre-market high is at 344, so that's the level I'm watching with TRXC. Sitting right around that now. Okay, later, Troy. Have a good one, man. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, Roka's LL on UStock. What I've noticed is there's certain stocks that are always limited liquidity on UStock. One of them is LINU, and another one is ROKA. So TRXC broke that pre-market high. Up to 345 now. 346. See, I'm worried it's going to get rejected at that $0.50, or I would hop in here. 47. ROKA looks to be flagging here though. Let's see if it's still limited on the UStock. Yep. Alright, so ATOS resumes at 10:15. We got 5 minutes for that. Yeah, TRXC's had a lot of volume these last few days. Yeah, I want to see TRXC hold over this level here. Big drop in it though. So ATOS apparently has some good news. Gonna watch for this break of this previous high right here at 150. But still, it's already up a huge amount in the last few days, up from 63 cents at its low yesterday in pre-market. TRXC is a really tricky one to trade too. And CAPR struggling this morning, washing all the way down to the 230s. ATOS opening sometime soon. Lot washing out today. I wonder what the SPY looks like. Yeah, the SPY's down. S&P's down. That's why everything's washing out today. So especially with the more expensive stocks, this is why. ACHC pushing over 34. You know, I've had a few losses today, but I'm actually not that upset with them just because I did cut losses pretty quickly on all of the losses, and it could have been a lot worse thinking back on it. And so, yeah, I had a bunch of losses today, but I'm only down $11, and so I've been making about $15 a day lately, and so it's not a huge loss for me. Alright, so watching ATOS here, guys. It should be resuming soon. Apparently the news is good. Get ready to trade it. So there goes ATOS. There's the resume. See if I can get filled. No fill. Let me get out of here before it drops. Man. Tried to get filled. Glad I didn't. Phew. The one time not getting filled helps me on UStock. Definitely chasing with that trade. I should not have hopped in there. We'll see if it breaks this 150 area, but man. I'm just waiting for the inevitable limited liquidity on UStock. There it goes. Boom. Man, I can predict the future with UStock. Did anybody see that? Man. I was spot on with that one. Less than a second later, limited liquidity. Which is too predictable. It's too predictable if I can do that, UStock. So ATOS apparently had good news in the conference call, but now it's dropping pretty big. Yeah, DRYS. It could be flagging some. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah, a little bit. This one's faked me out once already today. I took a small loss of like $2 on it, but so I don't trust it that much right now for DRYS. I'm watching TRXC. I don't trust this one either, but we'll see what it does here. We'll see if ATOS can rebound. Yeah, that's tough, Ali. Yeah, the one-time limited liquidity saved me in this situation, but man, it's too predictable if I can straight up call it out a second before it happens. And honestly, the reason I knew it was going to happen was because I didn't get filled. And anytime, like just like this morning with BONT, I put my order in, it didn't get filled. I had to go back and cancel it, and that's why. Is because right after that, usually it's labeled limited liquidity. Yeah, DRYS with a double top here, faking people out. That's why I didn't hop in it. Yeah, today's not my day either, Ali. It's okay, bro. Losses are going to happen. VISI trying to break over this 350 level. This one was on my watch list from yesterday, and it's unsupported. Man, that sucks. Yeah, so apparently people are saying the ATOS news was all fluff, and that's ultimately the reason why it dropped. Some fluff news, and so we'll see if it rebounds. It still could, but you never know. LABD, 5-minute setup here. Looks like it's an ETF. Yeah, watching ROKA here to see if it holds over this 50-cent level. There goes ATOS, maybe rebound. I'm guessing it's probably still limited on UStock. Nope. Surprising. Up to 137, back up to 140 now. Gonna be extremely careful with this one. We'll see if it's a washout long setup, if it can break that 159 area. Yeah, right. Jake got it. So since UStock's a peer-to-peer broker, limited liquidity means there's not enough people on the other side of the trade to execute it for you. But you could still get in it with a limit order, but it's a lot more risky. And so I usually try to stick away from it if it's limited liquidity. It doesn't happen very often. A lot of times it will happen right at the open, like BONT this morning, which was pretty frustrating for me because it would have been a very nice trade. I would have been up $20 on it, but overall, it doesn't happen that often. Sometimes right at the open, you know, and so that's why I try to find stocks that have really high volume throughout pre-market, because those are usually going to be the best ones. But in this situation on BONT, it didn't end up working out. NEOT, guys, I missed this one. NEOT. Pushing up. Gotta wait for a little pullback here. A little bit of a volume spike in ALIM. Don't like it that much. Watching NEOT here to see if it could break 23. Gonna hop in here with 100 shares. Wow, another fake out. Man, today is not my day in the market. It's got a small range. I'll try to let it work, but gonna exit this one soon and be done for the day after all of this nonsense today. Not my day for sure. Definitely not my day in the market today, guys. Sheesh. Yeah, ATOS actually looked like a good short here under 128. So, but I can't short, but it looked like a good one once it broke down this previous low. Oof. Yeah, I'm out. Gross day for me. Down about $16, maybe 17. I am done for the day, guys. Not going to trade anymore. Today is not my day. Man. Yeah, guys, I am done for the day. Probably shutting down the stream now. Not going to trade anything else. Super frustrating day. Down about $16, $17. But I use small sizing, and so very small loss compared to how much I'm up on the month. But wow, super frustrating. The biggest thing I need to work on today, guys, after all of this is, you know, when I have a winning day, like yesterday, the day before, you know, I'm very selective with my trades. When I have a losing day, you know, and this is something new traders can learn from. When you have a losing day, do not overtrade. Because today I probably should have just stayed out of the market after my first few trades. But instead, I forced trades and I ended up making my losses bigger. And so new traders can definitely learn from this today, guys. Don't do what I did today. Be selective. You know, don't have some discipline, guys. Don't overtrade. And you'll protect your account a lot more. Anyways, that's the end of the stream. I'm shutting it down. Good luck in the markets for the rest of the day, guys. Hopefully, I don't get in anything else and I can save myself from some bigger losses. And like I said, good luck, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope to see y'all here tomorrow.